I think that it's important to talk about what is going on in today's world, especially due to the fact that we are all quarantined right now. We are all now being forced to self-isolate in hopes that it will help slow down this pandemic that we are having. What we aren't talking about is what we're doing with all of this free time. Now, I know myself, and I would say probably most of you are spending majority of their time, whether it's on social media or Netflix or some sort of technology, and we're forgetting that the outside is still right outside our doors. Yes, we are being forced to self-isolate. That doesn't mean we can't go out on a walk or go out on a bike ride, go, shoot some hoops or do whatever you're doing. It doesn't mean we can't do that stuff anymore. I look back on my childhood and I have nothing but gratitude for the way I was raised. And I'm not talking financially or morally or ethically. I'm talking about I loved the outside. We, as kids in that neighborhood, we loved the outside. We loved to play manhunt. We loved to play games together. We did not want to be inside watching TV or a movie. We wanted to be outside until our parents told us we had to come inside. And, I think a lot of people in today's society definitely are overusing social media. And I don't think we talk about the negative effects it has on us enough, because social media, it's not the best for us mentally and even physically. It's not. First off, it's addicting. According to Forbes, it helps with many things. It helps neglect personal life problems by focusing on others. It provides a mental preoccupation and an escapism from reality. And truth is, you can't escape reality. You can go hide in your bed and look on Instagram and look at all those great things that you think. But truth is, the minute you step out your front door, you're back to where you were. Social media does not help with any of that. It causes mood modifying experiences, which I know I can definitely vouch for that, because I've been having fine days before, and I'll go on social media, and the minute I go on social media, I'll see, the Kardashians complaining about something in their house, and it's just like, you have everything. You have all the money in the world, and you're still complaining. And that will literally take a toll on my mood and how I feel for that day, because it just gets me mad. And it's like, we're all being self-quarantined to our houses, and, the celebrities, rich and famous people, their houses are what we could only imagine, what we could only dream of, Similarly, it triggers more sadness and less well-being. Studies on Child Mind Institute actually show that the more we use social media, the less happy we seem to be, which, again, 100%. I go on Twitter or Facebook and I see a picture of Madison Breer or the Victoria's Secret models that are, for this year, and I get so upset and disappointed and mad at myself, because it's like, why can't you look like those girls? Here I am eating a bag of chips in bed, wondering why I can't look like maybe a personal trainer. But when it comes to people like models or, for instance, the Kardashians, those people are not real. Those people are surgeries and money and just a bunch of cosmetics. They are not real. So for us to even be able to compare ourselves, it's not fair. And that's lastly, one of the biggest factors is it gives us a perfect platform to compare lives to each other, which is extremely unhealthy. We get caught in the delusion of thinking that it'll help, thinking that maybe, this could help with motivation to go to the gym, to go out for a run, or, to eat healthy. And it's like, sometimes we need motivation not through social media, because again, that is taking such a negative toll and negative effect on who we are, because social media, that stuff isn't real. Most of it is not real. Again, you're walking out your front door and reality is going to smack you back in the face, because reality might not be what you saw on your phone when you're laying in your bed at night. You know, reality is what's outside your front door, what the real world is. You know, a lot of people might argue that social media keeps them busy, or that it's just quote unquote their generation. And if you say that it is just their generation, you are the stigma. You know, kids need to be kids again. Don't let them become addicted to social media and this idea of perfectionism. You know, don't let it trigger more sadness in your child or your friend or anyone. Don't let them compare their lives, because their lives are their lives and nothing's better than that. Nothing is better than the life you live. You might have some bad days, you might have some good, but at the end of the day, no one can take what's yours from you. And as said by Stanford University, imagine if trees gave off Wi-Fi signals. We would be planting so many trees and probably saving the planet too. Too bad they only produce the oxygen we breathe.